He trained 20 years for his sword. The boy he raised matched it in 2 days. 1,000 years ago, in the mountains of ancient China, martial arts were created to protect people. Then they evolved. Fighters learned to draw energy from inside their own bodies, a power they called internal energy. Whole clans rose to master it. The world split into two great forces, the forces of justice and the forces of evil. But there was a third path, one that worshipped neither good nor evil. They wanted only one thing, power. The world knew them by one name, the demonic cult. This is the story of a prince born into that cult, a boy of forgotten blood, the 17th son of the cult leader. His name is Cheon Yeo-Woon. 3 days ago, 8 billion machines entered his body and saved his life. And when he woke up, he was no longer human. The first man to suspect the truth is sitting beside Yeo-Woon's bed. His name is Dr. Bayek, a healer from the Poison Clan, the kind of man who can read a pulse and know what someone ate 3 days ago. He takes Yeo-Woon's hand, feels the rhythm of his blood. His face changes. Your body has been cleansed of every impurity. Your energy channels are wide open. You now have the perfect body to train in martial arts. The old doctor leaves the room, but as he walks down the hall, he says something to the cult elders that should not exist in this world. It's very strange. How can a person change like that? In Yeo-Woon's head, the machine whispers a word. Master, if anyone in this cult learns what is inside you, they will kill us both. For the first time, Yeo-Woon understands what he has become. He is no longer a peasant prince. He is a secret. There is only one person in this entire cult who Yeo-Woon trusts. His name is Jung, an old swordsman, a guard, and 5 years ago, he made a promise to a dying woman. Her name was Lady Wa Mei, Yeo-Woon's mother. She came from the Heaven clan, married to the cult leader against her will. She died from a poison so rare that everyone knew who ordered her death. No one was punished, because in the demonic cult, killing a concubine isn't a crime, it's politics. Before she died, she pulled the old guard to her bedside, took his hand, and whispered 4 words. Please protect me, Yeo-Woon. Jung has kept that promise every single day for 5 years. He guards Yeo-Woon's door. He cooks for him. He teaches him how to laugh. He was a guard, now he's a father. And in 3 days, Yeo-Woon has to leave him forever. That night, Yeo-Woon does something stupid. He needs to test what his body can do. Nano, how much can you heal and fix? Any external wound can be repaired, the machine answers. Decapitation requires more time. Cells must divide. Yeo-Woon goes quiet. Why do you keep saying things like that? He stabs his own finger with a needle. Activating self-healing mode. 3 seconds. The blood stops. The skin closes, like the wound never existed. Then he looks down at his body, really looks. The thin, malnourished frame of the peasant prince is gone. In its place, muscle, strength, the body of a trained warrior. Nano, how is this possible? I have reconstructed it, Master. It is not difficult to rebuild what already exists. Yeo-Woon laughs. For the first time since his mother died, he actually laughs. In his study, Yeo-Woon finds a book, Blood Passage, a martial arts manual from his mother's family. The only book on combat he was ever allowed to own. Nano tells him, flip through it, that's all. A faint blue light scans his eyes as he turns each page. 30 seconds later, the machine speaks. Scan complete. Transferring to your brain. Do you accept? Yeo-Woon stops. You copied all of it? Yes. I accept. Yeo-Woon collapses to his knees. When the pain fades, he tries to recall what was in the book. His mind floods with everything. Blood points, pressure points, energy flow. The exact spots on a human body where a single touch immobilizes, where another kills. He doesn't just remember it, he understands it, better than the man who wrote it. Nano, he whispers. Are you telling me I can learn faster than anyone in this world? Yes, master. The peasant prince has just become the most dangerous student of martial arts alive, and nobody knows. But books are theory. Movement is something else entirely. The next morning, Yeo-Woon watches Jang practice, and he asks a question that will damn him. Nano, can you scan another person's martial arts? I can. Then scan Jang's. Put it into me. A long pause. That is possible, master. Yeo-Woon knows what he's doing. In the world of Murim, stealing another man's martial arts is a crime worse than murder, a theft of soul, and the man he's about to rob is the only father he has. But in 2 days, he enters the demonic academy, where the princes who try to kill him are waiting. He has no time for honor. Scan, he whispers. For 30 minutes, the machine inside him records every footstep, every blade angle, every breath. When it's over, Yeo-Woon picks up his dagger and performs Jang's sword form perfectly. For 1 second, he feels powerful. Then his body explodes in agony. The pain hits him like a wall. He goes down. Master, says Nano, your brain has learned the movements, but your muscles cannot support what your mind knows. A muscle transfer is required. Will it hurt? There are 1,058,000 recorded cases of fainting from this procedure. Yeo-Woon laughs, a broken, exhausted laugh. Do it! What happens next is not training. It is not effort. It is rewriting. 2 hours, every muscle fibre in his body torn apart and rebuilt. When he wakes, his body has the strength of a swordsman with 20 years of experience. The next morning, Yeo-Woon thinks he's been careful. He practiced alone, in his room, without weapons. But he forgot one thing: footprints. His bare feet leave marks on the floor. Marks that match a fighting stance only one man in this cult uses. And that man is making him breakfast. Jang prepares the meal, all of Yeo-Woon's favourite foods. Because today is the day his prince leaves him forever. He's an old swordsman, not a chef. But he learned, for 5 years, for this boy. He carries the food in, sets it down, and his eyes catch the footprints. He says nothing, watches Yeo-Woon eat, watches him laugh, watches him try to act normal. Then he asks, very softly, Prince, when did you learn my dagger technique? The silence is heavier than the mountains. Yeo-Woon doesn't speak. There is no version of this where he isn't guilty. He stole his own father's soul. Even if you hate me now, he whispers, I had no choice. He waits for the strike, the rage. Instead, Jang reaches out and places a hand on his head. You did good. So what if you learned in secret, I am your guard, if it wasn't for the oath of the 6 clans? I would have taught it to you myself. Then Jang pulls something from his robe, a small leather-bound book, worn from years of use. My private notes, techniques better than what I could show you. Learn them before the academy. Yeo-Woon takes the book, and for the first time in 5 years, since the night his mother died, he cries. God, Jang, he chokes out. I'm never going to cry again. Jang kneels down, looks him in the eyes. Cry today, but from tomorrow on, you must become stronger. Thank you. The gates of the demonic academy rise out of the morning mist like the mouth of a beast. Cheon Yeo-Woon stands before them. He is no longer the peasant prince. He has the body of a warrior, the mind of a master, the blessing of the only father he ever knew, and inside him, 8 billion machines, waiting. He takes a step forward. Inside, 8,000 candidates have gathered. Every clan, every family, every prince and warrior in the demonic cult. A red-haired man stands at the head of the courtyard, the left guardian, one of the 10 strongest in the entire cult. He looks at the crowd with disgust. They're all so loud. He scans the front row, 6 figures, the heirs of the 6 clans, the legitimate princes, the killers. But the left guardian frowns. "Wait," he says, "where is he? Where is the 7th? Where is Cheon Yeo-Woon?" In a different chamber of the cult, a man receives news. His name is Prince Mukgun, the man who ordered the assassins to kill Yeo-Woon in the mountains. A servant kneels before him, sweating. "My lord, all 5 assassins are dead. Yeo-Woon is alive." Mukgun doesn't move. Then he smiles, slowly. "I see. I thought he was easy to kill, but it seems he has something up his sleeve." He walks to the wall, pulls a sword from its scabbard. "I don't want to dirty my own hands, but it seems I have no choice. I'll have to kill Cheon Yeo-Woon myself. Last time, they hunted him like prey. This time, they have no idea who they're hunting." Next on Nano Machine.